Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a great morning so far. Yeah. I am down at the moment and it's all my fault. So it's all good. I'll show the trades in just a second. Good morning, Janelle. All right, so actually I just realized news is coming, so I'm gonna show the trades that I took this morning. Good morning, Rio, and tell you guys where the mistakes, I guess you could say, were made. All right, so I took 3 trades. They all lost and they're all invalid. One of them was legitimately just dumb. This one not so much. So I was looking for the sell to continue on and push through the zone to continue the downtrend or start the downtrend versus, us continuing the uptrend. And something that I literally noticed right after I lost this trade was that the only time I can take a trade like this where we're attempting to push through to start the new trend, the overall trend bias, is if the last swing before my entry is less volume than the previous swing. In this particular instance, there was more volume in these couple of bars than there were in all of these bars that were the previous upswing. And the reason why that's important is because let's think about it from a logical standpoint. This is clearly a support zone. I'm looking for it to push through to continue the downtrend. If that is going to happen, and there is more volume in my swing, in the last swing before I try to enter, that means that this zone is too strong. Like, it's so strong that it only pushed up like 5 bars, but in these 5 bars, there were more volume than these 20 bars. Does that make sense? So obviously this is too strong of a zone. And I don't know, like for me, especially with the way that I'm trading right now, the rules need to like literally make sense. And for me, that makes sense. And when I started to go back and look at all the other times that it's set up like this, they lost. But I didn't make the correlation until after I lost it this time. Okay. There are some lessons that I learned yesterday too. And towards the end of the stream, I will show you guys those. But a lot of the trades yesterday that I took on Sim and that I took in my actual accounts were invalid. And remember, I was saying like, okay, the really choppy days like yesterday are when I learned the most lessons, because things that I can do on trending days I can't do on choppy days. Well, one of the things that I had failed to do prior to last night was going through all of the data that I had so far and putting red X's at the beginning of each trade that's no longer valid, so that it's a lot easier for me to filter through and look at trades that are valid to see if there's anything that I need to correlate to kind of mitigate some of the losses again. But I did notice that basically, like whenever I had trades like this, where let's just pretend like these couple of swings didn't work and I was trying to get into this sell going back towards this zone, cannot do it. Now, if we did push through, let's say that we did react here and we pushed through and we're trying to create some divergence going back towards it, that's okay. But not going back towards the actual zone that it pushed off of. To like hold the level essentially. All right, so that's the first trade. The second trade was here. Now, this was a divergence trade at my middle level. You can see that we had a rotation level here. The rotation level is what made this particular trade invalid. It literally pushed up to my minor level and just dropped. The reason why it made it invalid is because on my regular divergence trades, and this happened yesterday as well, not on the regular divergence, but just on divergence like this where it's pulling back to my middle or major levels, if I am trading near the previous low, I can't take the trade. It is divergence. It is setting up the way that I want it to, but anytime it sets up like this, where this swing is practically around the same area as the previous swing, that indicates congestion and it indicates that it's consolidating, and it's not a good divergence trade to take, period. Now I could take trades at the rotation levels if it's just regular pullbacks, fine, but any type of divergence I cannot, whether it's counter trend, with the trend, it does not matter. Okay. And then the last trade was here. This was literally my fault. You guys know that I always draw my little yellow line where my minor or my middle level just changed directions, and the middle level changed trends right here, like literally right down there, and it was at the close of this entry bar was literally on the line. I never take trades like that, but my stupid self didn't move the yellow line, so I didn't know. And that's that. So literally all 3 trades, learning lessons, were cool there. And some of it is stuff that I already knew, and some of it is stuff that I've kind of had a hunch on. So yeah, hopefully we can at least end up back break even and just kind of go from there. But yeah, having issues with my Apex eval still showing in my queue. That's not good. I did see last night too that people were still saying that they weren't getting their past emails. I did see that in the chat. So I guess maybe it didn't catch up just yet. Good morning, Sue. How are you this morning? Yeah, I don't really know what's up with that. I also, the account that I told you guys that let's see, 1, 2, that's the 2 swings I need. The account that I failed on Friday that ended up getting reset from Monday's issues is still in admin only mode. I had support to fix it, and they told me to log out and log back in. It's still not fixed, so I'm not worried about it. I've been working directly with them, so hopefully it's fixed by the end of the week. You guys know I don't ever start an account in the middle of the week anyway, so it's really no big deal. And let me see, what other updates do I have for you? Oh, the other update is I did not fail my account yesterday. I actually logged in around 2 o'clock and decided, you know what? Yes, it would be good to get the full reset, but let's just see if I can trade my exact strategy the way I normally do and see if I can actually no. I wouldn't have gotten filled anyway. Another thing I'm not doing anymore is taking trades going back to rotation levels for pretty much almost any trade, honestly, except counter trend divergence I can, but all of my other trades I cannot because it typically does not work out. Yeah, but anyway, I went in at 2 o'clock and said, all right, instead of me, well, I was purposely trying to fail it, don't get me wrong, but you guys know I don't even know how my strategy works in the afternoon session because I never trade in the afternoon, so I've never like back tested or anything. So I was like, I'm just gonna take my regular setups, and if they work, they work. If they don't, they don't, you know, and we'll just kind of go from there. And yeah, I ended up, I think I took, let me see, actually I'll show you guys. I took 3 trades, and what I did was, what account was it? It was account 22. So what I did was I took what half of my available drawdown was and determined the contract sizing from there. And as I won the first trade, I did the same thing. Let me see. All right. So I did the same thing where I increased the contract size again. And again, I only took 3 trades and all of them ended up winning. So I am just going to carry the balance forward. I don't know why it's off to the side like that, y'all. I'm sorry. But either way, you guys can see that I won each trade basically. So I did, it looks like 5 contracts the first time and 7 contracts. Good morning, Granny. 7 contracts the next 2 trades, won all 3 of them. And that was that. That was that. But yeah, so it ended up working out. And I actually missed like I did miss a divergence loss, but I had told myself, I was like, it's the afternoon, so I wouldn't do any divergence trades anyway. That already was my thought process. I'm like, I'm literally just gonna do regular pullbacks. I think I did a regular pullback. Actually, I'll tell y'all. So the first trade was a regular pullback. The second one was a counter trend divergence, but it was the alternate one, which I feel more confident in than the other one. And then the third trade was a 1-bar pullback, and then I was done. So I have the full drawdown back, and my account balance is like $700 in profit, but I don't plan to trade it at all until next week, so I'm not worried about it. So it's like, yeah, the balance is carrying forward, but we're at full drawdown, and I'm going to just wait that full week that I normally wait until I start trading accounts again, and just go from there. And we'll leave it at that. What level is that? Oh, that's because that zone didn't fully go last time. And hold on, you guys. I'm gonna respond to y'all in just a second. Let me take this phone call real quick because it's really important. Good morning. And I'm back. I'm weak. My best friend called me and said, good morning, fuck your stream. So, whoa. Yeah, I'm calling, fuck your stream. All right. So we're back at it. Haven't missed anything yet. We're kind of in a really weird space. All my levels are just like all out of whack right now. So I got to be real careful with entries because I got to pay a whole lot of attention. That's not right. All right, so now we've pushed through this time. No buy because we be pushing back towards the resistance level up there. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope, that was a pin bar. No. Nope. All right. I think we're good here. All right. So let me get back to y'all. Showing on my TraderVay dashboards, eval status and a PA account submitted a ticket. What's really weird about my account that I had reset on Saturday from the renewal is it initially showed as everything was fine, even after they did all the resets and stuff for Monday's rhythmic issues. It showed that it was fine, so I was like, all right, cool. And then when I logged in the next morning, everything was back to where it was before. I don't really know what happened. Good morning, Applejacks. How are you? We about to get afternoon streams now? No ma'am. But I'm not gonna lie, the afternoon was so peaceful. I legit was like, I had the thought, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not going to lie, I had the thought. I was like, wouldn't it be nice if I could not have to wake up early in the morning and I could just stream in the afternoon? And I was like, oh, I should go look to see how successful this is in the afternoon. But no, I can't do it. I can't. I just can't. All right, so this trade I could have taken, but it was so close to the sell rotation line, it was really pointless. I would have just had to break even. So that's why I didn't take it. All of this is so tight. Excuse me. Good morning, Amelia. How are you this morning? Got a round 3 interview after the one I mentioned last week. Ooh, girl. You know, once you get to round 3, that's it. I'm just going to congratulate you ahead of time like we did last week. I don't know what kind of ringtone that was, but it's... Listen, most of the time, my phone is on silent anyway, but I have a couple of people on emergency bypass, and I just give them their own ringer so that I know who's calling me, because I hate when I'm not near my phone, but I got my wireless headphones on, and I'm like, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be answering this call because I don't know who it is. So annoying. We all know I'm more than qualified. Let's cut to the chase. You better talk that. Talk that talk. How many rounds is this? I just feel like, look, maybe do 1 round with the initial interviewer, 1 round with management, and that's it. I hate when it's like the interviewer, management, other employees, this person that, like, my mans. Do you want me or not? Goodness. I can legit, oh gosh. I can legit, I was just about to say, I can legit tell that it's really choppy on a, excuse me, time-based chart. I can tell. But you know what? Today is another day of lessons. So technically speaking, because all 3 of the trades that I took earlier were all invalid, I should basically have no trades at all so far today. Which is a little cuckoo, but that's okay. Just a little bit. Ooh. That trade would have got me. It's the low of that candle. 28.25. Yep. That hit that rotation level. But yeah, I told you guys yesterday that I could tell it was just all little small things. And that's literally what it ended up being. But so many lessons from it. So many. And I'm just happy that I have been putting in enough chart time, even though it's been pretty frustrating to always feel like you're just right there and then you're making tweaks and you're just right there and you're making tweaks and then you're just right there. And now you say, forget the whole way I was trading volume. Let's trade a different way. This is week 3 of trading this way. And even on the red days, I still have seen a significant difference in this strategy versus the other one. But it is a frustrating thing, but all the chart time is so worth it, because now I feel like, especially with this strategy, it's like it's almost instant that I know exactly where my issue is and where I need to kind of like make adjustments or whatever. So that's a good thing. That is a good thing. Why is... All right. This is ugly. Oh, we do have 9:30 news as well, huh? Yeah. This could be the last one. Is with the director of technical operations. We won't even interact. So what we got to talk about? I'm weak. Oh my gosh. I remember so I've never had to do like the multi-step just because I've always been in healthcare, and most of the time in healthcare, especially if you work agency, like working in agency, a lot of times I didn't even have to interview. Honestly, it was, we have this job opening, here is the resume, do you want her or not, kind of thing. I did have to interview for one of my travel positions, which I knew based off of the conversation that I had that job. That lady was just too happy to continue asking me questions, and she was giving me her life story. You know, like it's just be times where you just know. You know what I'm saying? And but what used to irritate me was like my very first nursing job. I got hired for night shift, and I understood why they put us on day shift, just because like you need to know the hustle and bustle of daytime so that if they don't get certain things done, you won't really hold that against them because you know how busy it is. And also just seeing how the doctors interact with the patients, kind of what goes on during the day. So I understood, but I had to stay on days way too long and continue interacting with these people. And I'm just like, we ain't even gonna be interacting besides giving report to each other. Like, why do I have to be on day shift for so? It was like 2 weeks, I ain't gonna lie, but it was just too much. Cause who wants to keep waking up this early in the morning? Who? I don't understand. But I hate when you have to interact with people that you just wouldn't even have to. Like, even working at nighttime, I don't interact with anybody in administration. So why you got me talking to these people? I don't understand. I just don't. I don't think I really like that trade. Yeah, I don't. All these levels are just so close together right now. But that's why I like using different versions of the half trend, because when they get so close together, I see ahead of time that this will happen. Now, how long it happens for, don't know, because really right now it's at my major level. My major level is like right here. So at this point, we're kind of consolidating here. It's an overall downtrend. We're at the level where we're either going to push up to change trends, or we're consolidating here to push down and continue the downtrend. Now, technically, we haven't really gone into the downtrend yet, because right when we broke the zone, we immediately reversed off of it. And that's why we're having this kind of price action. And that's why it's so ugly on the time-based chart. So we just wait, see what happens. But it's looking like a lot of the good moves are in the afternoon, y'all. Do I got to start doing the afternoon trades? I don't really want to, but I ain't gonna lie, yesterday was looking kind of mighty. It was looking kind of good. It was. And I mean, they were just perfect trades, just boom, in, out, done. This is terrible. Dang, I keep forgetting I have to change the color of the trail and stop on one of them, because I always get them mixed up since nothing is happening right now. What you about to do, Amelia? What you about to do since nothing's happening? Let me go back into Discord. What the fuck on a call? Let me check in a bit. All right. Looks like we're getting a push through to the other side. So the downtrend failed. We're inside of the new change zone. Hopefully it actually pushes through. Look at how these two zones were respected. There actually was another one that was like when price got here, when I lost the trade trying to go down, this zone right here was a little bit further down actually. But you can see during this news, we pushed right down there and just flipped right on up. So right now we're resisting where we just resisted a little bit earlier. I had to turn Nutty's chat off. He has a new mod that just talks garbage all day. Every day in chat is about Biden. I just can't take it, like a male version of Kelly. Good morning, Truth Seeker. How are you? Yeah, some people just, they throw the vibes off, man. They do. I'm not gonna lie. They do. Now, I'm not gonna take the first divergence here, even if it looks like it's gonna invalidate itself. It just did. Anytime there's a new high or new low, I don't like taking divergence if there's more volume in the current swing than the previous swing in the same direction. I don't know what it is about that, but I mean, basically it's just saying that, hey, it's a stronger trend to create the new highs and lows, so don't take the divergence, basically. Because it's so much of a strong trend that you don't know if the reversal is truly going to reverse down enough. So no divergence here. We'll just wait for the first pullback and then we'll go from there. We do have news in 6 minutes. So at 9:29, I'll stop trading for 2 minutes and then we'll get back to it. But days like today where, all right, so I can't take that trade. We pushed down it's too much volume here. Days like today where like, all right, technically I would be an hour into the session with no entries. Like that was my issue with my other way of trading. Don't get me wrong, but it's a little bit different because the other way that I was trading, yes, that was happening. But there were like, it wasn't super choppy days like today is, right? there was actually really good price movement, and that was my problem. Now, if my strategy is not giving me very many setups in a day, but when I look at that time-based chart, it's so choppy that I shouldn't have any trades, then I'm cool with that. All right, I really wanted to see it kind of move away from that high right there, which it just did. I want to make sure that the close would be above that level. And as long as the volume stays fine. Oh, POC just dropped too low, so no trade there. No trade here. Well, actually, oh yeah, no trade here. Weak level right after a session high. No trade. I do need to update my cheat sheet. I have a lot of notes on here from everything that I looked at the last 2 days. Really, yesterday had the most stuff on it. Where's the zigzag? I kind of looked up there because technically that should have been a loss, but that ain't my problem. I got filled a little higher than I should have, but it prevented me from getting a loss, and I ended up getting a break even anyway. Anytime that happens, I do not move my orders to where they should be. I just leave it there. All right. Don't want to close on here. Good morning, Trenches. Good morning, Lisa. How are you guys this morning? Executed a perfect trade in London. Waited very patiently for it to set up like I wanted, even though it lost. Being that patient feels so good. Oh, I love that though. And because you were being patient, because it was your setup and it was something that you were looking for, the loss is like, it's so much easier to take a loss when you followed your strategy, right? Like when you're confident in your strategy, you kind of know what your edge is and things like that. When you take a loss, it's like, whatever. You know, if I know that I win, let's say 70% of my trades, that one loss kind of really means nothing. You know what I mean? And it's just so much easier to deal with losses like that, really, honestly. So high, low. That to be in the body of the so much easier. All right, this This level is important. POC pushed up too high. All right, this here's the alternate divergence because we started with the lower high. But I am looking for the trade. I just need the... Now this is one of the ones that I can take off of the new high, even though the volume of this swing is more than the previous swing up. I just need the POC to be in a specific place. And actually, no, I forgot there was news. Didn't I? Oh, I forgot to download the update. There's an updated news, an update for this news indicator that I need to download. Actually, I thought I did. No, I didn't. The update allows the news event to stay on the charts for a specified amount of time because I honestly just forgot that there was news. So I need to wait for 2 swings real quick and then I can start trading again. Now, one thing I have noticed lately, so normally after the market opens, I kind of do the same thing that I do with the news, where once it's time for me to start taking trades again, I wait for 2 full swings. So when the market opens, I wait for 2 full swings and then I start trading. Now, I do want to continue doing that with news because technically whatever volume is in these swings from the news event is fake. But I don't think that I need to wait for 2 swings at the open anymore. I don't know though, we're gonna see. But the last couple of days I have had setups in the first or the second swing and not starting at the third, and they set up based on my rules and they worked out. So I'll continue to monitor it and see. The only thing I could see as possibly being an issue is sometimes when I log in the morning, my data lag is not this 0.01 to 0.05 seconds. It's more like 0.7, 0.4. So I always question if I'll end up getting filled on those anyway, but I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Damn, we're still pushing up. And it was a perfect divergence move. Hold on, I'll just screenshot it. It's a perfect divergence move off of my middle level. This is what it looked like. You guys can only, oh, I don't even think I have the minor level on there anymore, but you could see it was perfect divergence off of it, and we've pushed off since then, basically. Only reason why I didn't take it is because the POC wasn't where I wanted it to be. That one I have to be really, really strict on where the POC is. No, we are still pushing up. What does that say? We pushed up 214 ticks from that area. From here. And this is a super strong move. All right, finally got a move down. Oh, that's crazy. POC was where I wanted it to be in everything, and I couldn't take it because of the fake news volume, but it still worked out, as you can see, and I would have gotten filled for sure. All right, I can zoom my charts a little bit. Okay, do I not need to wait for news volume to leave now? Because this buy was what I wanted to, but that was the second swing since news. That's whack. That's all right though. What a squeeze. I have to look at that now. So that technically would have been my first 2 trades. Maybe I can just start trading again as soon as the time comes. Damn it, I missed that one. Questionable if I would have gotten filled, but I definitely just missed that one. It happened too fast. Alrighty, finally. No, not finally. Alright, we pushed down too far now. I wanted to see like a push off almost immediately here. And we did not get that. Why is the market slowing down already? It's not even 10 o'clock. I just want to get back to break even. These people are talking about cats. Who your coworkers? I'm trying to catch up on the mod chat to see if there's anything going on. I know, who is that said, you guys who said that you don't have your PAs activated yet, I know that they're looking into it. It's multiple people that are saying the same thing because of the dashboard not updating properly. Resets for PA accounts will not affect their payout requests. The payout team is aware that accounts were reset. The P&L in the summary is off. Kind of choppy here, and it's gonna be choppy until it either pushes back above this rotation level or we push through this bottom zone. Pretty sure you can request. Oh, I need to do that survey actually. Have y'all filled the survey out? Trent just asked me if I had filled it out, and I'm like, I didn't even look at it honestly. And then when I looked at it, I kind of rolled my eyes and got annoyed because it's like, you know what the hell these people are gonna want. You know what the answer to these questions is. Why are we acting crazy? Like we don't know what it is people want. Why are we doing that? It's just like such a weird, I don't know. All right, how many evaluation accounts have you had? 23. How many payout accounts have you had? 1. Should Apex continue to offer up to 20 accounts? Yeah. At times, Apex will offer 1 day to pass, but otherwise it's just 7 trading days. Why is the screen so damn bright? It is 7 trading days to pass an evaluation account. Should Apex lower this standard time frame to just 5 days? Should Apex continue at times to offer 1 day pass, understanding that this does speed up the process for scammers and schemer? Yeah, because we don't care about them. Let me look. All right, still no trades. Cool. Oh, well, wait a minute. Maybe actually. Nope. Still nothing. All right, back to the survey. Should Apex continue at times to run discount program or promotions? For example, 80% off, knowing that these are, yes, offer the discounts. Would you like to see more larger account packages at discount prices? Sure. Not that I'm going to get them, but other people will. Understand rules. Still nothing. We're consolidating at my major level again at 914. Let's see if we push off to continue the uptrend or we break the zone and push down. Understand rules and guidelines are needed to prevent scams and schemes and ensure contracts are followed. Should tougher rules be across the board to prevent these, or should there be a probation status for offenders and ease up on rules on those consistently trading? I don't really know how I like that because, yeah, I like the probation status, but I also feel the across the board, so nobody can say that something's unfair and you're targeting me and all this other stuff. Like, what rules are we talking about here? Should Apex require the safety net be left in the account? Never. Oh, well, yes, for offenders. I don't think I see people who trade like Bulinox and other companies that require a safety net, and I do notice that their accounts for those companies last longer than their Apex accounts, but I also feel like people shouldn't be punished because of other people. And there are some people that are trading for a living, or maybe they're not trading for a living per se, and it's their part-time income that they need, to survive. And I don't believe that you should push things off for those people. So let's go for the offenders on probation status. As a matter of fact, should tougher rules. What kind of tougher rules are we talking about? I'm just gonna say probation status for that one too, because I don't know what your tougher rules are. So I can't say for everybody across the board, because I don't want no tougher rules. I ain't do nothing. Got another interview lined up. Hey, about to have options. Ooh, we love options. Because who finna pay me the most and give me the less stress? That's what I'm going with. We'll sell my talents to the highest bidder. Absolutely. It was dumb. It's the last question is what they're going to do. Exactly. When I scrolled through, I was just like reading the question. I didn't even look at the answers or anything. And I was like, so basically what y'all got as the last question is what you plan to do. That's how I felt. I understand that if a probation status is used, this will create complaints, issues, drama. I agree to not fall prey to this. Agree. I don't fall prey to that anyway. Understand there's no way for Apex to loosen up rules and make payouts quicker without opening up more possibilities of scams. I understand. No, Apex should worry and should. No, Apex should not worry and should everyone to what? No, Apex should not worry and should everyone to whatever they want whenever they want. What it mean? Should Apex lower the contract size allowed? You know what? I actually wouldn't mind per se them lowering the contract size, because the reality is, let's talk about the reality. The reality is the people who are trading the right way, they're not the ones that are maxing out contracts and stuff at all, right? We're all trading with proper contract sizing. And also, a lot of the people who are part of like the full port crew, don't get me wrong, I got my tag because I full ported and that's how I accidentally passed the first eval. But maybe lowering the contract size will make these people not go through accounts so fast. Which, I mean, at this point, some of these people are better off going to a casino. The people who are looking for get rich quick payouts and schemes, they kind of are the people that are probably using the max contract sizes, especially when he was showing the graph showing how some of these people were like getting these huge profit days on day one and then drastically lowering. I wouldn't waste your time on the survey. I'm just doing it for shits and giggles. See what I mean? This is another 4-hour video in survey form. Basically, sure, you can lower the contract size. Who cares? Actually, no, please don't do that. It'll be harder for me to blow my accounts on purpose. If a payout approval and review schedule is clearly posted and stated not to send tickets until after a certain date, should that be honored or followed? Honored and followed. Or should traders be allowed to blow up customer service? Should there be a penalty for clogging the system? And the penalty be that they won't find out the outcome of the request until the last day. You know, initially, so the second option for that about it not being fair that some people are approved earlier than others and everybody should wait till the last date, I actually was for that initially. I was. And the only reason why I was for that initially is because what I don't like is how, for instance, the 30% rule goes from approval to approval, right? Instead of request to request. I don't like that. Because if you're approved on day one, you're good. If you're approved on day 17 because you had to wait an extra week from your request date, but like, okay, if my 10 days reset on the day I request, everything else should reset. The flipping rule, the consistency rule, everything should reset to me. Because you're approving me based off of my performance in those particular trading days. I do not think that it's fair that certain parts go from approval to approval. Now, if you're denied, I get it, right? I get it because you still need to show some kind of consistency from the last time that you were approved until, but even then I feel like it should still be from request to request. If I'm denied on that next request, then it should still go from the first time I requested, skip that one to the next request. So I was in agreement with that at first because it only made it fair for everyone. But if they're going to start approving way faster, sending out payouts way faster, and it sounds like they are trying to create like a little system where like the easy ones where they didn't, their equity curve looks normal. They didn't violate any rules. Let's approve them, pay them out. And they kind of, everyone's going through their list that way. And then everybody else, they kind of go through slowly. Well, if you've broken some kind of rule, then yeah, you should have to wait a little bit longer. They should be like, it shouldn't be a first in, first out kind of thing. If I need to look at your accounts a lot longer, I should be able to pay out the people who didn't violate rules quicker instead of spending time in your account. So, but I don't think that like reaching out one time, I don't know if people should have to wait till the last day because of that. But at the same time, they are clogging up the system and they should be penalized because some of these people were sending multiple tickets back to back to back to back to back. And I don't think that that's right. And I feel like if we are, this is what they should do. If we're in a payout cycle like we are right now, right? And you go and you click the button to create a ticket. Like, you know how right now when you go to the page, I forget what it's called, but it's wherever you go when you click that you need to submit a ticket, how they have all this different verbiage before you get to the very bottom and you got the hyperlink to create the ticket. I feel like because that information is there, during the payout window, and if there's not going to be any payout windows anymore, it should say on there, like, you know, if you're submitting a ticket to request a payout and we're still in this particular time frame, you will wait until the last day if you submit this ticket. Then I do believe that you should have to wait, because you're clogging up for no reason. What if it's people that have legitimate issues and they're getting to those particular tickets later because you decided you saw 5 people get paid online and you mad because you ain't got paid yet? I don't think that's right. So I'm gonna say, yeah, they should be penalized. Would you like to see 10 trading days be lowered to only 8? Yeah. We already talked about this. You require 10 trading days, you allow for 2 flip days, so just make it 8 trading days with no flips. Boom, there you go. Should Apex get rid of the request periods? Yep. The request date ranges were removed. Would you like to see Apex review and process on a daily ongoing schedule of some type? There will be cutoff times and, of course, additional times for needing reviews. We will figure out the details with the structure will allow. Yes, quick processing. I think once a week processing. No. Daily reviews with 2 days. Wait. Right away upon request, whether daily over a few days. Daily reviews with 2 set days per week that payouts are. No. Just every day. Do it every day. You're continuing to grow. Just do it every day. Y'all, this market is so ass. I keep looking back at the charts thinking that I'm missing something, and I ain't. I ain't. I don't know if we're going to get anything in the next hour, but we'll see. Should Apex do away with the no flipping rules and find other ways to ensure there's consistent actual real ongoing trading? I have no opinion either way. Flipping does not bother me because I don't flip. Oh, actually, no. Keep the flipping rule. Well, I guess it really doesn't matter though, because if you follow the 30% consistency rule, you should be allowed to flip. I'm still going to say I have no opinion. I don't really give a damn. Should Apex get rid of the consistency rule? Yeah, raise it to 40, clear cut, keep it that. I don't even mind 30% being a hard fast rule, but I do know that in certain times, like when the market's super choppy, like it's been, like let's say we have 3 days of chop and 2 days of good trading, and that happens 2 consistent weeks in a row, you could possibly violate 30%. So I think they should raise it to 40 and keep it moving. What is this? Oh, that would close on the level anyway. Oh, yeah. That's not it, friend. I literally cannot do anything right now. Whatever. Let me go back and look at the time chart. That's why. We've hit a wall. Absolutely hit a wall here. But I like how my Renko charts are showing me that, so I guess I won't complain. Do you like the idea? Wait, you said it's 30? Okay. We missed the trade 30 minutes ago. Man. And it's 30 questions. Oh my gosh. All right, wait. We're starting to push up. We're getting there. Okay. All right. Except I cannot have it pushed down right here. No, no, no. No, no. And the POC is where I want it to be. We would close right where on the line where my minor level just changed from a downtrend to an uptrend. Why did I remove that from over there? I think there was just too many lines. Maybe I'll put it back on there, but I'll just make it color the bars and that's it. Actually, let's do... Ain't that some shit? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. I'll put it back. No trend, no stop. Well, yeah, we'll just do the bars. And that's it. Might have a little freezing over there for a second. Or freezing everywhere, that's fine too. There we go. Okay, and it still put the damn line. Who told you to do that? Who told you to do that? Oh, I know why I did that. I gotta do this. Transparent. Transparent. Alright, another little freeze real quick. Good morning, traders. Chick, how are you this morning? Good morning, good morning. Do you like the idea of letting contractors take out 100%, no maximum limits at 5th withdrawal instead of at the 4th month? Especially if, yeah, like who the gonna say no? So quick rundown, trader is Chick. I took 3 trades. I lost them all and they all were invalid. The only 2, I guess you could say, valid trades that I had was right after the 9:30 news. However, I did not take them because right now I still have the rule of after news. I have to wait for 2 full swings before I start trading again. And the first trade was the first swing. The second trade was the second swing. So I was basically screwed at that point. Couldn't take the trades. So yeah, and now we're here. But it's all good. It's all good. Looking for a divergent sell off the high. I just need the POC to stay pretty high in the candle, whichever one reverses down. If it goes too far down into the candle, I can't take the trade. And of course, this would be a bar where it flips back and forth consistently. Looks like we're finding some resistance around 943.50. Oop, dropped too low. I want to take this 1 bar pullback so bad. However, I still don't know if I like the 1 bar pullbacks on the session highs and lows. So I'm not going to do it. Especially because I stopped. So I thought that was a problem with the strategy, but it wasn't. The one time in my back testing that it lost, it had nothing to do with that. It had to do with the fact that, oh, well, it doesn't matter now. But it had to do with the fact that the POC, I think price was reacting off of like the prior close or current, no, it was the current open, and the POC landed right on the line, and that's what really caused that particular loss. So I stopped. Anytime a 1 bar pullback has happened at the session high or low since then, I never recorded it because I thought that was a rule, and it don't even need to be a rule. All right, I cannot take this first pullback though. So we had a trend change, as you can see, minor trend change to an uptrend, plus we have the new session high. So I don't take that first pullback from that. So we'll just wait for this buy pullback and see what happens after that. Hanging in there. Oh wait, why do I keep y'all, this long ass survey. Should Apex put caps on lifetime accounts that could be made out of each account like other companies do? For example, on a 50K account, the most you can ever take out is 20K. No. That basically means after 5 months, you can't trade on that account anymore. And that low key, high key, low key doesn't make sense, because if you already have something about people who are getting to 2,600, taking out the 2,000 to close the account, you know, they only got $600 to draw down. Or I've seen some people on YouTube say that they like 25Ks because, you know, they get their 15, they get to 1,600, pull out 1,500 as $100 in drawdown, they close the account and they move on to the next one. So if that's the case, you're just going to have people that will just take out the max of the 20K. Now you're going to close the account, or you're going to push them to live, because the reality is you don't even want to push. Apex wants to get people live. I do genuinely feel like that's what they want to do, right? However, because they have so many scammers and schemers, they don't want to put people live too quickly, because you really don't know if these people actually know how to trade. Now, with them cracking down on DCA and all of that stuff, it'll probably be a lot better. But what are you going to do? Are you going to force people to go live quicker now just because they made 20K out of that account? Are you going to pay them out whatever's in there and then they have to close the account and start all over? Like, what's going to be the result of that rule? I just don't understand their thought process with certain stuff. Do you understand if Apex makes it faster and easier to get payouts and quicker to get 100% payout? This will encourage a whole nother set of scams. I mean, yeah, we can. See, I feel like stuff like this insults my intelligence. And I'm going to tell y'all one thing. One thing about me, I'm a very sweet and nice person until I feel like someone's insulting my intelligence. That is like the ultimate no for me personally. Because what? Alright. I understand in order to make payouts only 8 days, requesting a term. There will have to be other ways of controls, protection. Alright. I don't want to see a rejection here. I actually want to see it pull down to like 925 to reject. Like basically right around this rotation level from the outside bar. That's what I would prefer. But you know, the market's going to do what it wants to do anyway. Alright, I want the PLC to stay outside. I need the PLC to stay high in the reversal bar. And I don't want price to push up too far either. Drop too far again. Flip and roll was there to come back. Alright, we've pushed up too high, whatever. Let's come back windfall, trade days, followed by flips. Just see it. Apex is looking for trades with withdrawal meaning to encourage and enforce ongoing. I understand this. What are your thoughts on 8 trading days to request a withdrawal? No flipping rolls, but 4 of those trading days must be $150 profit to lower the days and get rid of flipping. Something has to ensure continued ongoing trading as opposed to random pressing of buttons to siphon off balances. This should be a way. This would be a way to take away the flipping rolls bad and stuff. Alright, dude, you gotta wait. Oh, I can't take a divergence trade anyway right now. The middle of it is a lower low. How about 150 plus or minus for 4 of the days to show actual? I'm cool with that. So, okay. The only issue that I have with the $150 plus or minus is there are a significant number of people who trade the 25Ks with micros, who trade really all of these accounts with micros, right? And I think, hold on, can I just tell you the number of people that say Apex doesn't want people going live? It's so ridiculous because their standards for live are higher than, let's say, Top Step. TS Live is like 50K, then they transfer to live. I saw, what's the one chick who's really popular on YouTube who trade ICT? What's her? Tanya Trades. I saw that she was put live with Top Step. This is where people don't have common sense, right? How do I say this without being mean? If a company is putting you live faster, right? Because most people that I've heard that got asked to go live, they made $1 million. And actually, I think even Vince had his $1 million payout, but I believe in the video he said that he had already withdrew like $600,000 to $700,000 before then. He had $1 million month, right? But most of the people that I know, like even the mod Nacho, he said that he got to $1 million balance basically in, I feel like it was 17 trading days or 18 trading days, right? And he showed the withdrawal. He withdrew $982,000. Obviously, maybe other companies can't afford to allow somebody to get to that level first. That's the way that I see it, right? And to me, they're a lot more careful with who they put live. To me, it just shows that they're really serious about having the most consistent traders to go live. Now, for a long time, everybody was kind of trying to figure out, like, what are the rules for when you go live? Because, of course, people sign an NDA and you just don't know. However, I don't know if y'all paid attention to those 4-hour videos. But the few times that he mentioned live, he said, I think it was when he was talking about like how people think that Apex just wants you to keep failing accounts. And he's like, yeah, just give me your 1670. And he said, don't you think that Apex would much prefer for people to go live and we get our 10%? I don't know if y'all caught that, but I did. So if it truly is a 10% cut, that's probably why most people just say, forget y'all, I'll take my probation, because I think the probation period is maybe like a year or something before you could start trading the sim accounts again. I wouldn't give nobody my 10% either. I'm going to pay you 10% plus having to pay professional data fees. Why the hell would I do that? That doesn't even make sense. When I could just pay $4 a month for a NinjaTrader data fee and keep 100%, because you're going to take them. So whatever, let's say that I have $400,000 in my accounts total, you're going to allow me to withdraw like whatever amount I want, and whatever's left over, you're going to put it into the live account. So why wouldn't I just withdraw 100%, put whatever percentage I want into my live account myself, and save me $100+ a month on data fees, plus hundreds or thousands of dollars in 10% commissions? It appears 90% of people on the platform should not be trading. That's true. Why do 10%? Why not just copy it 100% and everyone wins? I'm saying that would be so much better. Honestly, that would be the smartest thing to do. Now, if that was the thing, sure, go ahead. And I still, obviously, look, I'm cheap. So the data fees alone for me, even if they let me keep 100%, the data fees alone for me would just be a turnoff, honestly. It would. I ain't gonna lie. All right, I'm kind of curious to see how this trade is gonna work out. The alternate pullbacks, it's alternate since it started with a lower low. I'm kind of trying to rework that one a little bit, because I was looking at things a little wrong when I first started to analyze the data that I had. So But it looks like this one wouldn't work out no matter what, because the POC is right at the open of the bar, and I don't like trades like that. Most of them lose. All right, I forgot to finish this. Yeah, so this whole 150 plus or minus, I feel like if you're gonna do that, I feel like it should be a different number for 25Ks, because I don't think that that's fair for people who don't use minis. Oh yeah, we've pushed out a lot. We're coming up to so this is a resistance level, but normally when you guys see my resistance levels, they are dots. Except the very first support and resistance levels are squares. So that's how I kind of like know ahead of time which level it is. But when we extend past the 4 levels each way, we create extended levels, and they end up being solid lines. And that lets me know that we went from a super consolidated market to pushing out pretty far. Because it always, it paints the levels right at the market open at nighttime. And it's always based off of the previous day's price action. So we've extended out quite a bit. Now, right now, if I do take divergence, I want it to push away from this previous high. I don't like taking it when the highs are near each other or the lows are near each other, especially because it's not a prime high. Otherwise, it would have painted that. Now, if it was a prime high, it'd be a little bit different, but I also don't take divergence trades that rotate over the VWAP either. So either way, this trade right here would be a dub. So we'll just wait for the pullback and kind of see what happens from there. I'm gonna put other ideas. Have the plus or minus. Possibly lower the amount for 25K accounts. Yeah. And I know some people were talking about that they didn't like the minus part, but I don't think they were understanding where they were coming from with the minus part. Because what happened was, so before, people were understanding that like flipping is just getting in, getting out, right? But then there were people who would take a whole bunch of trades, right? But not really be following their system. But they would take some trades to try to show like, all right, they're only up like, let's say they typically average about $300 a day. And they do a couple of trades, and then they are only up like $20 for the day. They really didn't follow their system though. They were just trying to show some trading without showing that they got in and out real quick, because they really were still trying to just secure the trading day to basically do a withdrawal strategy. So I understand the plus part of it, and I understand the minus part of it too, because again, people were doing the same thing and, oh, I'm down $20. They weren't really trading. If you follow a consistent strategy, you are, I mean, yeah, if you get back to break even, cool, but they're only requiring it for half of the day. So I think that that's fair. So I put under other, like, have the plus or minus, but lower it for 25K accounts, because most people that are on 50K accounts are using minis. So I don't think that that's a problem. Maximum cap profits in a PA account of 25K up until the 5th withdrawal. No, stop trying to cap people. Let's see. Well, okay, so I get why they want to do that. I get why they want to do that, but maybe just okay, I get it. Because again, of the people that are like, oh, it's 1600, I make it, I pull out 1500, account closed. Okay, I kind of do like the option. Should Apex enforce scaling on PA accounts in order to discourage? Nope, I don't like scaling. I don't like it. I don't like it. I get it, but I don't like it. Should Apex lower the trailing threshold amounts and give less room? No. To make this a reality of quicker payouts. Best funding trader does that. Makes sense to me. I wonder if they've ever thought about that. The other thing they need to train the payout people. Girl, what they doing? YouTuber said he only DCA once and got denied. He only has 300 followers. I guess someone else at Apex saw it and looked at his trades and went back to approval. Well, I can tell you that a lot of them are new, which is probably why. A lot of them are new. And they just had a bunch of people just start on Monday too, so it's going to take some time to make this a reality of quicker. But that's also why they have the amendment, the amendment process, you know, and you can go back and try to fight it to make this a reality of quicker payouts and a quicker path to 100% withdrawal. Protective measure I like most is no longer offering 20 accounts, lowering the trailing threshold, requiring safety net, cap profit, and PA in the first 4 payouts to 25K each. Wait, what? Eliminating one-day pass. Can I do this without answering this question? Is it gonna go through? Because I don't like any of those. Oh, cap the profit limit in the PA the first 4 payouts to 25K each PA. What? Well, I guess for larger accounts. Okay, I'm just gonna choose that because I don't like any of the other ones. I mean, they could eliminate the one-day pass. I don't really give a damn about that. Y'all know I ain't gonna never try to pass in one day anyway. I'm just gonna say eliminating the one-day pass because I don't like the cap profit thing. To make rules and payouts easier, I support a probation status. Yep. For those that breach and are offenders, this probation could include limits to the number of PAs, limits to contract amounts. I'm cool with a probation status, absolutely. Am I really just not gonna get trades today, you guys? This is wiggity whack. I've literally not taken a trade since my last invalid trade. All of them were invalid. That's butt. Oh, I had that one trade at 927. So I haven't taken a trade in an hour. What the hell? At the end of all of this, if the following was the new Apex program, would you like it? 8 trading days to request payout. Request end of 8th day, no request period. Staff processing throughout the week. 40% hard and fast consistency rule. No more flipping rule. 4 of the 8 days require 150 plus or minus. Probation status. Limit to max profit amount and a PA until the 5th withdrawal. I guess that really doesn't affect us that have smaller accounts really, so I'm even cool with that. Take out 100% starting at the 5th withdrawal instead of at the 4th month. After the 5th withdrawal, no more 40% consistency rule and no 8 trading days to request. Request anytime, even daily. But how does that part work? If you don't require 8 trading days anymore after the 5th withdrawal, actually, I like that. I mean, people can still just withdraw everything and close the account and open up a new one, but you know, whatever. I'm done. Don't give me no long survey like that again, please. That was insane. Good morning, Crypto Panda. How are you? I got to become a YouTuber to get my payouts approved fast. Stop it. You stop it now. Good morning, good morning. Man, this market is so weird today. Like, I'm low-key mad that I didn't have anything that could have pushed me up from here. Matter of fact, let me create a little region real quick. Oh, did it create over there? Let's see, at 940. Oh, it did. Okay. I want to see if there was anything that I could have done to trade that, but I don't think it was, unfortunately. Nope, because the last move was there. Well, tough titty for me. I do like this faster payouts though. People have been getting approved, and within a few hours they're getting the emails that the money has been sent and is actually being sent, because before that was a little glitched out. It would say that money was being sent, it really wasn't. But yeah, I don't DCA or break any rules, and I've been getting approved, but it takes forever, and I've seen all YouTubers get approved within a day or so. Even smaller YouTubers. I don't really pay attention to people. I'll be honest, I don't. I do know that, okay, so here's the thing though. From my understanding, they divide the list out based on names alphabetically. I don't know if it's based off of first name or last name. I don't know, because I mean, we would think that it's always last name, but that's not always the case. Damn, that just dropped down too far. Why don't you want me to trade? But yeah, so each staff member has their own list based off of the alphabet, and yeah, they just go based off of that. So sometimes it just matters. Like for me, if they do it based off of last name, no matter who has my name, I'm probably going to be like towards the bottom, right? Because my last name is V, and usually when they do stuff like alphabetically, it'll be like, well, maybe yeah, because usually it's like W through Z, right? So if I'm in like R through V or something like that, S through V, I'm at the very end. So basically I need to go find a man to marry so I can be at the top of the list. Give me like an Anderson or something. But yeah, and I know that they go through that way. This market has been trash all day. Besides that one little trade, that's all I would have gotten. Hi, online safety. Good morning. That's Normie. She's sitting here waiting to dang me. S-H all the way to the back. Yeah, I already know that's going to be an issue for me, so just got to roll with the punches. But I do believe that some of the people that they hired, I know some of them was probably fraud department, but most of them are probably on the payout team. So they're trying, y'all. They're trying. I'm trying to give them grace. Who tagged me? My 515 payouts. I'm gonna change my name to something that starts with an A. About to blow it for real, for real, for real. Listen, I'm finna change mine to my last name to Aaron. Put 2 A's, R-O-N. That's gonna be my last name. I know I'm at the front. Process me first, please. Yes, I will have a first name as my last name just to get my payouts quicker. Bro. Market. Why? Why? The bad part is Monday and Tuesday actually, even though Tuesday was choppy as well, Tuesday's choppy was way different from today's choppy. Today's choppy equals no trades for me, but yesterday's choppy, I had trade. There was a lot of trades that I sat out of that were valid that I didn't realize that I sat out of. And yeah, most of the trades that I took are now like null and void. But Monday was like really good price action though. I just kind of effed up Monday too, but that was just from me needing to kind of make a few changes to my rules. So, but I'm seeing the changes today though. The changes that I made yesterday, it's just, I was stupid. The 3 trades that I took was just so stupid. But I don't know. Today's chop fest was just a bit much. And this right here is exactly why I have been so keen on like wanting to create a strategy that can work in choppy or trending markets. Because if you like chop, right, and let's say you like trading ranges, yeah, that worked all this time. And as soon as you got to the top of the range here to try for another push, you would have got fucked up. Even if you tried to play the bottom of the range here, this was a pretty big wick. Now, hopefully you weren't trading that because it was news, but you know, some people do. But yeah, and then if you like trendy markets, you could have been thinking that this was just a little pullback, and depending on how you trade, you could have got screwed up here too. So I don't know. It's been a work in progress, but I feel like I'm making progress, which is good. Now it's just a matter of getting some of these days when the market is normal and being able to really test it out. I can't really test it on days like today at all. I told y'all yesterday was a lot of learning lessons, which the main thing that I put in those were in those particular setups was just I can't trade going back towards the change zone, which is fine. And after I went through and I like filtered through all of my trades that I had from the back test, I realized that it didn't even set up enough with wins for it to really make sense. And on the days that it did, it was a really trendy market, and I can afford to miss out on a couple of those. A lot of them actually ended up just break even. There was a couple of wins and there are very few losses, but the losses on the chop days are the problem. It's the problem. You have Trade of Apex? Nope. I have Rhythmic. My NT8 is not able to connect to Rhythmic. I also bought 2 evals and not showing up on Rhythmic. I've killed my Rhythmic Pro account. 100% Trade of 8 moving forward. My dashboard didn't update yesterday at all. It hasn't at all. Yeah, so they are aware that the dashboard didn't update. They have been talking about it in the mod chat all morning, and they're trying to get an answer for it. Let me go look to see if mine updated, because I don't really ever check it, honestly. So I don't be knowing until other people say stuff. Oh, they fixed my account. Wait, no. Why would you do that? They did not fix my account. I'm about to tell y'all what they did, I guess. Yeah, mine didn't update either. It's still showing what it was before I tried to fail it, and I actually ended up passing the account instead. I'm not passing the account. I ended up getting it back to full drawdown instead. So mine hasn't updated either. Let me show y'all. So this is where account 22 is where I was going to try to fail yesterday. But I decided to just take my regular setups, and I took 3 trades. The first trade was 5 contracts. I basically risked half of what the available drawdown was each trade. So I went from 5 contracts to 7 and then 7 again. I could have went more contracts on the second one, but then I was just like, okay, instead of me doing the available drawdown, I went to how much more do I need to get to 2,500? And then I based the contract size based off of that, because if it won, then I was back at full drawdown basically. So I got $700 of profit in the account now with the full drawdown, and I'm not going to start trading it until Monday, which is where I would start trading it anyway. So account 17 is gone, and now I'm kind of upset a little bit because so what happened was with that one, I purposely failed it Friday. It reset on Saturday. Monday was rhythmic issues, so they reset it. Initially, when I logged into the Apex dashboard, it was showing that my account was back to normal, like back to the 50K, you know, full drawdown, whatever. But then when I logged back in the next morning, yesterday morning to trade, it was back to the admin only mode. And so I'm assuming that the only way to fix it was to just do a reset, like you know how when you reset accounts, it gives you a whole new account number and stuff. So apparently that's what was done. And it only is irritating me a little bit because y'all know how I feel about high account numbers. Like, now I'm at account 24. And even though the reasons for my account numbers being higher is legitimate reasons, but I don't like seeing that high account number. I just don't like it. But whatever. Now I need to go look to see what it's probably gonna make. That's gonna fuck me. It's gonna make my renewal date change probably. So now I'm gonna have 2 accounts with the same renewal date. And I had strategic renewal dates. Or maybe it will keep the same. No. I don't really know, you guys. Alright, those are 25Ks that I canceled. That's the 25K I canceled. So cancel that one. Rebuild June 6th. So that's correct. I have 3 accounts right now, right? Yeah. Yeah, I legitimately don't know what I don't know what the rebuild date is gonna be, because I can't even find the invoice for it. Next rebuild July 1st. Oh, okay, I keep the same rebuild, so that's fine. I just don't like the freaking account number, but it's cool, whatever. What ifs. Alright, we got 15 minutes left. Let's see if now that we're kind of pushing through this little zone, if we can get a decent pullback. Every time it has pullback, it's pullback way too far for me to trade. It's like it has to either pull back and quickly reject, or it has to pull back a little bit further and reject, or a little bit further. And it's basically been kind of pulling back halfway between the first and second level I want to see the pullback happen at. So I'm kind of, that's why I haven't really been able to trade it. I burp like a man. Acid reflux. I'm mad at all of you. Why didn't you tell me to go long in Q an hour ago? Well, where it went long, in my defense, I had no setup. Like, it literally just, I'm gonna show you. Let me show you the screenshot. What did it? It was like 940 or something. It legitimately just consolidated at my major level over and over and over again. So, and the way that it did, this screenshot is gonna look crazy. I'm sorry. Actually, I know what to do. That way it's cleaner for you to see. But yeah, where it did it, there was I had no way to enter that because I was looking for it. I'm gonna show you. Just so it's a clean look. And actually, damn it, I can't take that trade. All right, so I'm gonna show you where it pushed off at. All right, so the green dotted line is my major level, okay? And the reason why I don't show this on the screen like that is because I have 3 levels on my charts, but the major level is what tells me my overall trend bias, right? As you can see, we broke here, now we push up. So sometimes what happens, like here, right, we attempted to break it, but we immediately rejected. So that's why this downtrend was practically nothing, and I didn't even have trades in this because it was a rejected downtrend just to continue up. But anyway, so pretty sure this is, no, that wasn't it, was it? Yeah. So we legitimately just kind of like consolidated here. You can see like the back and forth and back and forth. And then we pushed up, but I didn't have anything valid here to be able to push up off of this level to take the freaking trade. And that was the problem. But I was looking for it though. Every single time we kind of created the structure that I wanted, the POC was below that level, so I couldn't take it. Because even then, this would have been a good trade to take right here. But the POC was below it, and we had a 1 bar pullback in the middle, and I don't take divergence with the 1 bar pullback. So that also screwed me. But I'm almost certain that the zigzag didn't attach there, and it actually ended up staying attached up here. But had the POC been above it, I would have been able to take it. That was the only thing that kept me from taking that trade. And we've legit just continued to push up since. But usually every time, so like you could see how it was a downtrend. Typically when I see this happen in this type of consolidation, we almost always just push the opposite way. But yeah, I just couldn't take it. Very trash. But I saw the long, I just couldn't take it. Now we got some more consolidation. What is that? Oh, did it even change yet? Okay, it did. Yeah. Rhythmic gotta get their act together, please. Let me show you guys like a naked without all the other like support and resistance lines and stuff. Let me show y'all this real quick. This is kind of how I see it without seeing all the other stuff. And this is why I can kind of see when consolidation is about to come and like price is gonna squeeze and stuff. That middle, give me a second, cause actually No trade here. Ugh. Market, please give me something. All right, so kind of in a nutshell, this is legit what I see on my charts on my end. So I use 3 different versions of a half trend. There's a minor one that tells me the minor trend, a middle one, and then a major one. The major one really is just for my trend bias because, again, a lot of times, like the deeper pullbacks into that trend, like let's say that I had like this divergence here, it's not counter trend because the overall trend is an uptrend, okay? But basically when my levels start to get out of order, like how the minor level got in between the middle and the major, I know that I'm going to get consolidation. I could see the consolidation happen ahead of time, which is why I don't really get trapped in it or whatever. But most of my trades are either pullbacks to the minor level, pullbacks to the middle level. Now the pullbacks to the middle level can either be like regular pullbacks with regular structure, or it can be divergence. And I almost missed out on this tray right here. And actually, no. Break. I probably could have stayed in this, but all right, so I got out because my minor level is right there, and did it touch it? Yeah, it touched the level to the tick, but it didn't create a pin bar though. But I don't like trading pin bars, so that's why I just went ahead and got out, because technically it is one. It's just like price barely touched it. It didn't like barely cross it, and that's why I would have lost, as you could see. But I had to get out of it because of that. Aside from that, it was a valid trade. Let me put, but anyway, so let me go back to, let me make sure this trade isn't going to set up again. Because if it sets up this time, it would actually be validated. Boom, there you go. I was just a little early. I didn't like the touch there, but it didn't touch the minor level this time because the minor level was up there, which is what I wanted to see. Oh, great. A trade. So basically today I would have had one valid trade. Great. But anyway, all right. So without seeing all the other lines on the chart and stuff, so yeah, divergence, pullback to, so I'm really just looking for reactions off of one of the half trend lines, whether it's divergence or regular pullbacks, but I have specific rules for them though. But that's legitimately all I'm looking for. And then I do have some times where I take trades and it's kind of in la la land where it didn't pull all the way back, and I'm okay with those trades as well. That particular trade that I took, this is what I was saying, where I basically took it because we were rotating over the middle level. I'm looking for really just a push back down here. It's kind of like a minor pullback basically. But when that happens, I don't like it touching my minor level at all, which is why the first one didn't work out, but the second one worked out perfectly fine, and it took profit in just 7 seconds. So this was a divergence pullback to the major level, but the POC, the point of control in this bar, is right below it. So I didn't want to take it. And the previous bar, the previous reversal bar, I'm reacting off of the middle level, and that typically does not work out well at all because the levels are too close together. So now you can see, like, see how my minor level got in between the two? Now I know there's a possibility, and I think they actually might be at the same exact level. Let me see. They're actually at the same price. But when that happens, potentially there's consolidation coming, because I always like the levels to be in order at all times. Once they get out of order, everything gets out of whack. But that's kind of like how I built the foundation of my system. It's just reactions off of these levels. But you can't take every reaction off the level, because just like you can't take every sell off of a supply zone or a resistance level, it doesn't always work out. So to me, the best systems are where you have kind of like the foundation. Are you looking for reactions off of certain things? What exactly are you looking for? And then you might have to put a couple of indicators in to kind of, or rules in to kind of bypass some of the junk so that you don't get stuck in trades that you shouldn't be in. But yeah, basically that's what I'm doing. All the KeAmber team are doing well today. Yes, everybody's doing well. Ain't nobody reporting nothing bad, so that's good. Besides wanting their payouts approved. That's it. All right. Where's the point of control at? I can't even see it. Oh, it's there. This is a very weird trade. And I don't know if I like it. So I'm not gonna chance it because I'm back under 250 for a lost day. So I'll sit out of it. And it's really just because we're going back towards this buy rotation level. I don't know if I'm okay with that anymore. We're trying to start a new trend. Oh, well, it's pushed down too far now anyway, so we're good there. This is exactly why I said yesterday that I was looking at the trades that push back towards, even though it's a buy rotation and I'm getting into a buy, I don't like the trades that go back towards it, because a lot of times if we get a rejection, an initial rejection off of the rotation level, it's basically showing, this level is showing that, hey, it has to create structure above this level to be considered an uptrend. But instead we created a divergent sell off of it, which is why a lot of times pushing back towards it does not work out well. Because it's signifying that, hey, we failed to continue the uptrend, basically. Oh, that's a really nice chair. High back chair lined with soft PU leather. Adjustable height 30. If anybody's in the... Okay, well, where is that at, girl? If anybody's in the market for a nice chair, there's this gaming chair that is normally $200. That's $60. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna show. Really nice gaming chair. Enzo red gaming chair. But she didn't tell me Where? Is it Best Buy? I don't know who has it for cheap today though. Oh, is it Menards? It looks like it might be Menards. Oh, they sold out. Oh. But it looks like they sell it cheap there anyway, because it says their everyday low price is $67. Now, other places do sell it more expensive for sure. But they're sold out anyway, because I was thinking about getting another chair anyway. This chair looks like it's like $200+ on Amazon. All right, let me close you guys out because ain't nothing about to happen and I gotta use the bathroom anyway. All right, so let's get to the counts. What? Oh, duh. So I have to log out and log back in for it to show. All right, here's what the accounts are. Oh, at least the balance is back over 50,000. This is the account that I started last week that I ended with like $237 in profit and by the end of the week. So just down a little bit. I mean, we had 2 resets this week, so today was really the only day that actually counted. So still have $2,100 in drawdown, so we're good there. Not too mad about today. I mean, the only thing I can really be mad at is myself. To be honest with you, just because the first 3 trades that I lost were just all my fault, honestly, and did not follow my rules. Some stuff I just forgot. Yeah, some stuff I just forgot. Now, technically, today should have just been break even, right? Because we had the one trade that, because I was filled a little bit higher than I should have been, I ended up getting a break even out of it, but technically it was a lost trade. And then I'm not going to count this one because this was invalid because it touched my minor level and I just wasn't paying attention to price. And then we had a win here. So it should have just been a break even day. Now, as much as I hooting and hollered about, you know, hey, I'm only scalping for 18 ticks at a time. The last thing I want in a 2.5 hour time span is just 1 to 3 trades. Considering what the market looked like, I'm okay with that for the way that this trading strategy setup, whatever system is that I'm building this time around. Because it did keep me out of a lot of chop. And I'm pretty sure if I go back to my old strategy and I wrote down the trades from today, I'm pretty sure I would have ended up super duper negative. So I think I'm on the right track. And yesterday and Monday there were a lot of trades in those days, even though yesterday was pretty choppy too. There were way more trades and setups for yesterday. So I'm cool with today. It's just a matter of going into tomorrow, paying a lot more attention and being really proactive with, first of all, redoing my cheat sheet so I don't have to look at so many different things, but just remembering certain like basic rules that I shouldn't even need to look down at my cheat sheet for. And that's that. So yeah, let me see. I saw a free there. Good tip. X-Define is a very good game. I need more practice, so I'm just a fodder at the look. I got some old clips for y'all. I just ain't saved it to my computer. Maybe I'll show them tomorrow. That's actually what I'm about to get on with my best friend right now. I need to go shoot some people because I'm mad at how my performance was today. But yeah, so I thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream and the little discussion that we had earlier. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to go game and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.